Hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, I'll move my flute to the middle. How is everyone? Sorry, I'm a bit late. I took a bit longer preparing the stream than I expected to. So that's on me. I'm just gonna get all my music out really quickly. We'll do all of our usuals, everything that's listed in our practice checklist here. So, hello, Victor. Hey, Nicholas. BNA Bound. Sweltering England. Oof, oof, oof. Oh my gosh, Nicholas. Seiya Ueno's 400 flute celebration? What is this? I've never heard of this. Wait. Oh my gosh. He looks like he's a Powell artist. Is that right? Oh wow, that's so cool. Yeah, can you tell me a bit more about his 400 flute celebration? I'm so curious to know what that is. That is so freaking cool. Hey Henry, how are you? I just got back to the US on Sunday evening from masterclass. Oh, that masterclass in France. Yes, you were mentioning that earlier. How was that masterclass? Um, are you very tired still? Yeah, I feel it. That's probably what's going to happen to me next week. I'm leaving on Thursday to go to NFA. So just kind of doing last minute, getting all the deets of, I have all the main stuff booked, but like I still need to look for where to eat, exactly what things on the NFA convention schedule I want to go to, that type of thing. But also trying to see if I can make time to see people and meet people. Um, well, Flute Guy, you're like Nicholas, you're going to be in Japan, right? Um, oh, Henry, you studied with another Powell artist, Professor, is it Jean Ferrandi? I don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that is really really cool. Uh, Giorgio, hello. I'm unsure what you're asking that you can apply to sax alto classes. Are you wondering if you can apply what I do in my practice session? You can certainly apply practice methods and stuff, but in terms of like what I am doing in my mouth and stuff like that, I'm playing a wildly different instrument. So take everything that's very flute centric with a grain of salt. But in terms of like how I'm approaching problems, how I am figuring stuff out, yeah, I've taken over a lot of fun things I learned from piano. So Henry, you also have no idea how to say Ferrandis. Yeah, I'm 100% sure I'm saying it with a horrible American accent. But yeah, Giorgio, you're very welcome here. I'm very flattered that other people who do not play the flute watch my content. Very flattered. So yeah, you're very welcome here. And we hope you have a good time just nerding out with us. Ferrandi. Is that how you say it? Ferrandi. Oh, that just sounds vaguely Italian. No, it's terrible. BNA, you wish there was a flute convention in the UK. I wonder if there's like a small version. You might want to look into like what the British Flute Society has, kind of like what they do and stuff. There might be a small one. I know that a lot of places will hold kind of like small festivals, but not like a giant convention like the one I'm going to. Erdem, hello, welcome back. You need to read a lot of scientific articles, but wanted to jump in for a little. Well, welcome on your little break. And I hope the reading goes well. If you want to just put me in the background really softly, so you have a little bit of background noise, feel like you have a bit of company, you're absolutely welcome to. Yeah. Yeah, Henry. I agree with what you're saying that like when you're primarily speaking a sentence or like a long phrase or something like that in one language, and if there's like a couple words in there of a different language, if you switch to the accent of the other language, it sounds really pretentious. At least with English, it sounds really pretentious. I've noticed this too. So like, and it kind of is the same with other languages too. So like, if I'm primarily speaking Cantonese, but there's a couple of English words in there, you have to say the English words with a Cantonese accent. Otherwise, it just does not flow with the whole sentence. My favorite, absolute favorite, hearing the multiple languages in one sentence is in Singapore. In Singapore, you will hear like 4 or 5 different languages being spoken in the same sentence. And it is fantastic and amazing. And they make it work. And I love it. Yeah. Okay, so Seiya Ueno's Flute Festival is something he hosts every year in Japan, where he invites guest artists from every year. And this year he's invited Sebastian Jacot, is that how you say it? Virgil Arago, oh my goodness, there's all these names I cannot say correctly, and Shigenori Kudo. Okay, that's amazing. So he's basically putting on his own like flute festival in Japan. Is it in Tokyo? Just Another Boy and his dog. Hello, you started your first YouTube channel. Congratulations. Please enjoy it. Make content that makes you happy, and it will attract like-minded people to your channel. All right? Like, make sure you are making content that makes you happy, because your happiness will come through in your content. Hello, Sean. How are you? Oh, it's Ryan. How are you? So you made your own YouTube channel. Got it. So if you make your own videos, by the way, Ryan, I do still stand by what I said. Please make content that makes you happy, and stay safe online. Okay. Clement Dufour. Oh, I've heard of him. Clement, is it Clement Dufour? Something like that. I'm so sorry, guys. My French is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Thank you all so much, guys, for just jumping in and being all chatty and happy and nerdy. And this is making me really happy. So Henry, Shigenori Kudo is also a teacher at the normal school. Normal? Do you truly? Or is that a typo? School of Music in Paris. Oh, wow. Oh, it is normal. Oh, okay. Okay. It just sounds weird in English, I think. Seeing it in French, it like looks and sounds a lot more normal. It's a type of school that's not common in the US anymore, but a school to teach teachers. I wish that was a thing in the US.
it sounds like it used to be, but I really wish that was a thing in the US. Truly, I really wish oh, I learned all my teaching stuff just on the fly, on the job. Made a lot of mistakes, probably a lot of very preventable mistakes if I had been taught what to do. So, okay, just realized looking through my glasses that they're absolutely horrifically dirty, so I need to wipe them. So give me a second. I haven't wiped them in a hot second. In fact, I should probably just straight up wash them. Goodness gracious. Oh. I am really enjoying these glasses. Ordered them a little while ago, and they're honestly like my most comfortable glasses because I actually learned how to adjust it myself, and they match anything I wear. So the last pair of glasses were gray rimmed, and while they were really cute, I just felt like they didn't really go with everything that I wear. Like it would make my dressier options, ensembles, look much more dressed down because of the glasses. And I didn't like that. Like, so I was like, I need to find rims that like are neutral enough, but also me enough that I can wear something like this and it still looks great. I can wear something dressier and it still looks great. So yeah, I totally did go and find rose gold rim glasses. They're not gold, they're plated, obviously. They're just cheap, whatever. These are really cheap glasses from Zenni Optical. But yeah, I'm so happy with them. But I still make them really dirty. Like every time I get new glasses, I'm always like, I'm going to like use the spray and I'm going to like, wipe it every day. I don't. Never happens. Absolutely, it never happens. So then after a while, I'm like reading you guys' like stuff in the chat, and I'm just kind of like, why is like everything kind of like hazy and sort of like as if like the light is like kind of, making everything look kind of like glowy. And it's like, well, yeah, because my glasses are dirty. Yeah. Peeps glasses cleaners. I have not heard of that. Is it amazing? Yes, please do share. They have a carbon fiber thing and cleans without liquid or cloth. Huh? What? What is this? Peeps glasses cleaner. I'm looking at the Amazon listing right now. Oh, it's like has little clamps. So you dust it off first, and then it's microfiber. But then it makes it so that because you're using clamps, you don't accidentally like get your fingerprint on it while you're wiping it. Huh. That is so interesting. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I am putting it on my wish list. If I can find the button to put it on my wish list. Sometimes. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so I have added it to my wish list. I thank you very much. Yes, it's very interesting. They're like these tiny little clamps with like little microfiber like pads on the ends of like these tiny tongs. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Oh, Henry, you can show me one in person. That would be amazing, Henry. That's so cool. Thank you. With carbon technology, that is really cool. Thank you, Henry. I look forward to seeing you, Henry. Which, by the way, guys, I will be at the Flute Center booth this weekend at the NFA National Flute Association Convention in San Antonio, Texas. This Saturday will be at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then Sunday, I will be there again from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, beyond those two, though, I am going to be looking at the schedule for the convention and seeing what interests me, and I'm going to be milling about. Partially will be doing my own thing, just going to things that interest me. But also, if I meet up with you guys and you guys are going somewhere, I'd be down to go with you guys to, whatever you're doing or whichever masterclasses, seminars, interesting talks and whatever that you guys are going to. So yeah, like, let me know. So, if is this my first NFA? Yes, this is my first NFA. So I'm walking in blind. I have no idea what to expect. So, beyond my commitment, my 4-hour commitment to the Flute Center, I'm free to do whatever I want. So, yes, I did go to the one and only Vancouver Flute Fest. I did. So, I have been to flute festivals. So I've been to the one and only Vancouver Flute Fest, as Henry said. I have been to the Seattle Flute Festival a few times, and I have been to the Seattle Flute Festival, San Francisco Flute Festival many, many years ago. I know that they put on a few more or something like that, but I went, I want to say in like 2012, 2013, 2012, I think. It was a long time ago, guys. It was a very long time ago. Yeah. Wow, you've been to almost 10 NFAs now. That's amazing. Maybe 8 or 9 this year. That's amazing. Yeah, so this was my first one. So yeah, I have no idea what to expect. I have been to large conventions before, but not just not for the flute. So I've been to video game conventions. That's kind of, Seattle is sort of the home for video game conventions. Seattle was the original PAX, Penny Arcade Expo. So yeah. Nicholas, if you come next year, I'm going to try and make it next year too. So yeah. I'm just going to treat this convention like I treat any other convention. I'm going to be looking at the schedule, seeing what I'm interested in going to, and then, make some time to also walk around the exhibit hall, stuff like that. So you'll be able to join next year. Yes. So I'm going to try and, hopefully. Okay. I am going to try and see, we'll see how things go this year. But I will try to, I'll let Flute Center know that there are quite a few people who wanted to come this year to see me, but couldn't. So we will try to make it out next year as well. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm super excited for the trip. Just going to be completely real. I think you guys can already kind of tell I'm not at my 100% energy level right now. And it is twofold. One is that John flared really badly this past weekend. And so it has put a bit of a damper on my excitement. Not that I won't be excited when I actually take off and go to the convention. I think it's going to be a wonderful experience. I will be documenting it, vlogging. And so I'm excited talking about it with you guys right now, but it kind of sucks. It sucks to try and not feel guilty for being excited to go because I'm so concerned for John. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have kind of slightly dissonant feelings and thoughts in my head. This was similar to how I felt when I went off to Interharmony last year. Last year was kind of multiple things. Our grandmothers just passed away, and John was flaring. um, like he still obviously was still dealing with TSW. So flying out to Italy was rough. Let me tell you, it was rough. I don't remember if I mentioned it in my YouTube video about my Interharmony experience, but I broke down. I had a emotional breakdown in the middle of the flight because it was, you know, I don't actually think that I was in the correct mental state to go. Not that the trip itself didn't end up becoming amazing, and I like had amazing experience, was able to help a lot of students, and like it was an amazing time with experiences that I would not trade ever. But it sucked. It sucked to leave behind the person that you have been caring for at that point for 2 years. So right now I'm feeling a bit of that where, like, you know, I don't think I would feel like this if John wasn't flaring, but his skin flared really badly this past weekend. But yeah, so he is, however, at a point where he can absolutely take care of himself, and it's totally fine. But I do think that I have a bit of caretaker PTSD. So that's a bit of a struggle right now. So yeah, I thought I would just kind of put that out there. I don't really want to sit here and pretend that I am only excited to go to NFA. That's not the truth. And I think a lot of you guys can actually relate. You know, life is not all rainbows. That's kind of what's happening right now. So I'm excited. I know I'm going to have a great time. But it's just sort of a nagging concern in my mind that I'm leaving behind my suffering husband, my suffering love of my life, you know? And that part really sucks. So, yeah. I am glad that this trip is way shorter than the Interharmony one. The Interharmony one was 2 weeks. Whereas this one is only like 4 days or something like that. So it's like, it's not actually a big deal. It's just my brain is kind of somewhat making it a big deal because it feels like the feelings that I'm feeling are very similar to when I left for Italy for 2 weeks last year. And that was a little much for me to handle, I think. Yeah. Okay. I think I've explained that enough. But I just wanted to be transparent. Okay? That's just kind of where I'm at. Hey, Pauline, how are you? Hello, Michael. And Henry, you filmed your ensemble auditions for school today. Hey, great. Wonderful. Oh, so convenient that you can get placements before classes start. Oh, and then you don't have to like mix in like the crazy auditions and stuff in the first few days. I had to do that. That was rough, man. Michael, I'm glad you enjoyed the Bedazzled Flute live streams. And BNA, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it just feels very disingenuous to sit here and just be excited when I don't 100% feel that way. And I felt that it would be, it might be relatable to some of you guys. Because I know that a lot of you guys are actually going through a lot of stuff and you guys come here as a source of comfort. And I just want you to know that you're not alone, that like you can have these very dissonant feelings of excitement for something, combined with concern, guilt, whatever, for you know, whatever you're leaving behind for a few days. So Tyler Shep Music, hello and welcome to the stream. We do not take requests here. If you take a look at the chat rules in the video description, you'll see that I do not take requests because this is a practice stream. I am going to be practicing very soon, but we just got carried away talking about the National Flute Convention coming up this weekend. Thanks, Nicholas. Thank you. Hey, Lenny, how are you? Your school did selections for wind ensemble at the end of the previous year. That's also another great way of doing it. I do find that is a little bit, not the most accurate way of doing it. Not that you have to do anything about it, Lenny, but just from a teacher's perspective, I'm always like, you know, some people practice way more over the summer. So I feel like it would make the placements kind of inaccurate by the time you get to the actual school year. So, hey, Rogue. Oh, Henry, thank you. Speaking of opening up online, I have completed my TSW video. But I want John to do a last kind of listen and watch of it before I put it out publicly, because it is so personal to us. So I just want to make sure that everything that is in there is what John is comfortable with sharing publicly. I'm not seeking his approval. I am seeking his consent. So right now, I just felt that it would be horribly insensitive of me to ask him to listen and watch it this weekend while he was flaring really badly. So I've decided to just kind of put it on hold until he's feeling a little better. So you guys may not see it until next week after I come back from the convention. So I was going to render it out for him to watch it probably sometime this weekend. Yeah, but yeah, I am seeking his consent to share. But yeah, so I have done that. I've completed it, and it has taken a huge load off of my heart. It's nice to know that it's prepared to be put out there. Yeah, that's what I hope. I hope that the video will help, mostly it's not to give people a solution. It's just to let people know that they're not alone, that there are other people going through the same thing. And, but because the condition is so obscure, what you go through is just not something that most people understand the depth of the suffering. So, I've received a lot of support from finding someone else who is going through the same thing, because you don't have to explain what's going on. Or if you do talk about it, the other person just nods and is like, yeah, I know. And that just in and of itself is already a huge support, just knowing that someone else knows what you're going through and you don't have to defend what you're going through, because it's so obscure that people question if what you're going through is even real. So that is really what I hope that video will do, is that it can help people feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. Here's someone else going through the same thing. Yeah. So it's most likely going to come out sometime next week, because I want to give John enough time to recover a bit, so that I really don't want to make him listen to it because it describes our suffering. It describes what we had to do this weekend. You know, like, I don't, it just feels so like horrible to make him listen to it while he's in this state. So I'm letting him get a little bit better first. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. This weekend is also DC Pen Show for nerds who nerd out, for folks who nerd out about writing instruments. Whoa, look at that. Another convention, a convention for writing instruments. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Okay, I have talked way too much, so I need to start practicing. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. I think what, uh-oh. Did I kill it again? I did. How do I always kill my Bluetooth music pedal? It's just always. I'm just always killing it. It's just always dying. Okay. Let me see where I can plug it in. I want to plug it in near here. Can I do this? Yeah, okay. I've plugged it into my computer for now for a slow charge. Thank you, BNA. I appreciate you saying that. It was really rough making that video. I anticipated coming out with that video in early July. No. It was so painful to make because I had to keep listening to myself and I had to say it. I had to record it twice. 2 different drafts. I had to write out the script. The script took forever, and then plus I had to do a second draft entirely because I scrapped like a third of it. Just over and over and over. I even put subtitles in, so it's like over and over and over and over and over. So it was really rough, but it was worth it because I'm thinking about all the people that we can help, and it's worth it. But dear God, it was painful. So I'm glad that you guys are okay with me just streaming for my kind of regular content. Okay, let's do this. It is moving the phlegm. So I need to probably take another drink of water. This is definitely moving the phlegm around. So a little bit difficult to get the highest note to come out. I think it's just I need to let it ride high in the mouth. Also that high G, I think it needs to be a little bit more forward than I think it needs to be. Not bad, especially considering that I had decaf coffee this morning. So I may have a very, very slightly inflamed mouth. but not bad, not bad. Okay, let's go into Della Sonorite. We will be doing fullness of tone exercises on page 23. We're doing the first one. It's not actually numbered, but I'm numbering it 1, 2, 3, 4. These are essentially dynamic exercises. So we will be doing it really nice and slow and just kind of seeing what happens. Okay, middle register E is really difficult to do. It's harder to pull it back more and it's harder to push it more. So I want to do that one more time. Okay, slightly better. I feel like the softest one can be slightly less squeezed. So we'll try that one again. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we do one higher. Yeah, the control is much better this week. So pretty happy with that. So on the loudest one, I have to make sure that I'm widening up my airstream enough or enlarging it enough. Otherwise, the airspeed gets too high. Yeah, that's how I've been wanting it. Okay, it is improving. I'm very happy with that. think that one needs to not get so loud so fast. Are reverse tapers the other way? Is it when you... Is it that? I'm curious. Currently, I'm just doing this exercise the way... Taper into the note. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think that's going to help with the pianissimo here. Because I think he's actually getting you to do a taper, a reverse taper. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try it. Apologies for that. I think you guys might have seen a little stutter. OBS randomly disconnected. Let me just check, make sure that the live stream is okay. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're fine. All right, keep going. Okay, so I've actually added one. So Moyse here tells you to start from pianissimo. So I added the reverse taper to the beginning of it. Thank you. I've been working on this. Can you tell? Okay, keep going. Oh, it's high. It's really hard on the high one. Oh, and then I do the opposite. Okay, to do the taper. fun. Yeah, airspeed should remain. Yeah. Whoops, I did it with the wrong microphone. But very cool. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, exactly. You can touch and go and touch and go. Exactly. I like that. Thank you for sharing yet again. I really appreciate it, man. Let's change this for next time. We're going to do, I'm going to put add reverse taper. That's what we're going to do. Cool. Okay, a little bit of circular breathing. Okay. Your lessons with Alice sound amazing. Like, really, like, wholesome, you know? And really just to nerd. Like, I think that's so cool. It's definitely harder with a slower airspeed. So higher is better, and even better is when I'm moving between notes. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's definitely easier higher. Like with a faster airspeed is definitely easier. But thank you. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's do 480 exercises. We're doing 449. I have no idea what that one is going to be. Okay, broken seventh chords on E. So we're going to start with half diminished. Okay. My brain is definitely melting a little bit on this one. Okay. Getting warm. I am definitely starting to sweat a little bit. Okay. It's a great exercise in staying present, because weirdly enough, I find that if I read too far ahead, especially if I'm unfamiliar with what I'm doing, my fingers end up skipping notes. So that's what you guys are hearing in terms of like the inconsistencies. I actually really enjoy the Machiavellian ones. I've done the Machiavellian ones in the Trevor Y. I really, really enjoy those. For some reason, just this particular like combination of fingerings, my fingers don't do all the time. So it's a little bit like, whoa. Okay, I want to try the one going up to high D. Hey Chris, how are you? Okay, I'm gonna leave that one as okay. Whew. I'm gonna do the other ones now. I may only get through another one because I'm seeing how many more things I have on my checklist. So I might only do one more, and then I will just mark the where I last left off here. Yeah, I'm facing the same issue here where I'm like, I'm only gonna do half of what I'm supposed to do today because I'm like focused so hard on getting it into my fingers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing for the turnarounds. gonna count that as good. Okay, let's mark where we're leaving off, which is on E dominant 7th. Okay, so we'll do E dominant 7. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's do the turnarounds. I am going to just very quickly whip through 37 to 56 in the current octave. So in this whoops. So let me metronome beats. We're gonna do 76 in the, I'm just gonna whip through them really quickly here. Let's use metronome. Apologies for my OBS constantly disconnecting and reconnecting. I think it has to do with my internet. So sorry about that, guys. Let's keep going. Almost done. Okay, cool. So now I want to do it. Okay, so you also do rhythms to torture yourself. Okay. Yeah, playing them in the staff is definitely helpful for all the finger twisters in Ibert. Yeah, that's exactly what I discovered last week. So that's why I was like, I do want to at least finish it. So what I would like to do now is go back to the top, and I am going to do it an octave higher, and I'm going to go at the slow speed. So the slow speed is 66, but I'm not going to do it with metronome just so that I can really focus on the fingers. Da da dee da dee da dee da dee. I might have to go slower than that. We'll see. So let's change what we're doing here. So we are now doing, let's just do like 2 of them. Like you were saying, 2 of them. We're doing 17 to 18. Oh, 8va. Slow. We'll do that. Okay, there we go. It's okay. Don't worry about missing streams. Like, these are like just regular, so you just drop in whenever. Like, it's all good. Do you not call it 8va? I call it 8va in my head. I feel like another conductor called it 8va, and then it's just been stuck in my head since. But yeah, you're supposed to call it 8va. You had a question about vibrato. So creative. How do you do vibrato and be consistent? Not. Oh, okay. Creative. Have you seen my vibrato video? I actually talk about how you practice it with a metronome. So start there. You pulse with a metronome. So that's how you learn how to control the speed of it. So you start there, and then after you have done that metronome, exercise, then you want to start listening to how different people do vibratos and like mimic them, and learn how it feels to do different types of vibratos. Yeah. But you got to start with the metronome exercise because you have to first know how to control the speed of your vibrato. So you have to first learn the technical aspect of it and then start kind of dipping into how other people do it, like artistically, Okay, here we go. Yeah, 8va and 8ba. I don't say 8ba, by the way. I never said it out loud, but I always say 8va. I think it's like a conductor when I was young called it 8va, and then it's just been stuck in my head since. You guys can adopt it if you want. Okay, let's try this. Okay. I want to do a couple more. 19 now. This is the one. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, these are the starred ones. Do you see how I have to actually go side to side? That's how small my hands are. I have to actually go side to side. Man. One more. Okay, that's really fun. So I ended up doing to 22. So let's start from 23 next time. I'm just going to put 23 plus and see where we end up. Okay. Excellent. There. Okay. So let's head down to the Ibert first movement and see how much of it I still remember, because I am trying to do this from memory again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to do more of the turnarounds. I'm really excited because I think it's just going to make my fingers so much more like dexterous. Okay. Yeah, let's just see how much I remember. You know, like, we're not going to sweat it. Okay. If I forget some things, I'm just going to look, and we'll practice those parts more. Okay, here we go. You're so welcome. And thank you for introducing it to me. Savannah, hello. Hello. Would I assign things like Moyse exercise and turnarounds to high school age students? Personally, I think it's better for college aged, but it depends on how advanced the high school students are. It really depends on how advanced they are. If you've never done something like this before, I highly recommend the Trevor Y exercises, because they're a little bit more approachable. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas, thank you. No, thank you for sharing. It's very generous of you. So thank you. Okay, shall we do this? Let's do the Ibert. A little messy, a little spitting, but it's okay. We'll clean it up later. All right. Let's look that up. I was almost correct. Okay. Okay, that's another part I need to look up. Okay. Okay. I need to clean that up. Have I ever forgotten a piece while performing it? Absolutely. I made a video about it. I forgot an entire line, so I just made it up. I do not improv well, so you can imagine how it sounded. But you just sell it, you know? You just, you do a little bit of that, and people bought it. People bought it. I made a whole video about it. I believe it's something like I made up crap on stage or something like that. I don't know. No, it was a really old video. Like it's like from the before days. It's like my like the previous large chapter of my life. So, yeah. You know what? Not bad. Like what happened was exactly what I thought would happen. It's the parts that I practiced last week that I had forgotten last week, and then I practiced them up. I remember them this time. And then the other parts that I had no problem with last time, I forgot this time. So it's one of those things where I just want to do it from memory as many times as possible, just to iron out every little wrinkle that comes up. So let's go through those wrinkles. Let's go through first the parts that I forgot, that I forgore. Okay. So here we go, the slow part. One more time. Okay. Okay. Cool. Then the other part that I forgot. Where's the other part? Oh, right here. Savannah, thank you very much. I memorized this a long time ago, actually. And I'm more reviewing right now, if that makes sense. I spent many practice sessions just mapping this out. So I have a rough map in my head already. It's just every now and then you kind of like, you forego a few things, you know? So here we go. One day I might circular breathe there. Okay. All right. I think those were the main spots that I forgot. So now I want to clean up a few spots. Did I do the memory palace memorization method? Maybe? I created a map. So I reverse engineered the entire Ibert, pretending that I was Ibert and was writing it. And I'm like, why am I writing this? Where am I going with this? Melodically, harmonically, where is this going? And I created a mental map of the entire concerto. And that mental map has just sort of stayed in my head. So I guess that's kind of like the memory palace. Kind of. Yeah, it's been a while, but like I know for a fact that I was like, okay, you know, like these few notes seem to be this chord-ish, and then it naturally leads into this chord, which leads into this chord, and like not just that, it's like, okay, I can see that he's like exploring these keys or these chords or these notes. So I know that he's exploring this area and he's trying to make it to here. So how is he going from point A to point B? Yeah. Now that I'm describing it, do you remember? Yeah, I was like trying to like, I was reverse engineering the entire Ibert. So that for some reason has stuck in my head. Like obviously there's a few spots here and there that kind of escape my memory if I haven't like done it in a little while, but it stays. So I think it's kind of like the memory palace. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to clean up the beginning. think my fingers want to go too fast because I'm trying to keep my fingers closer to the keys now. So that seems to be what is actually the problem. Yeah, the slow-mo, exactly. Okay. All right, cool. I think those are the only parts I wanted to clean up. Yeah, your fingers panic and you rush, exactly. So that actually happens in the next one, Rapid as Wildfires. So I was also kind of channeling how I feel when I play Rapid as Wildfires correctly. It's a similar vibe. Like as soon as your fingers panic, that's when it's gonna go down the drain. So we're gonna do, there's a spot that I know that I keep forgetting. There it is. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Woo. Okay. I need to not like push it like crazy either. Ooh. We're done. That was a very, very good session. Remembered more of the Ibert than I thought I would. So I'm very happy. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man, every time I come on here and practice, I always feel so much better, just like mentally. So I'm really glad that I have you guys to keep. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I think there's something up with my internet today. I'm so sorry, guys. It keeps connecting and disconnecting and reconnecting. Oh, thank you. I will grab a drink of water as soon as I'm done swabbing this out. So, by the way, this swab is made by Just Another Flute Guy here in the chat. Okay. You guys can see how much he's helped me and still helping me. So I'm just very happy to keep telling people about his lovely and amazing swab. Now, I will be using his polishing cloths that are not yet available to the public yet. I believe they are available for pre-order. Is that right? So I will be using that very shortly. All right. Yes, pre-order coming very soon. I saw, because I went to your website and I was like, just want to see like what the current state is of this. So anyway, let me go to here so that you guys can see more of what is going on here. So I was sent, so Just Another Flute Guy, Nicholas here in the chat, sent me to this guy and this guy. So I have a purple one and I have a teal one, and I love them both. I have washed and dried them. I put them through just kind of my typical laundry cycle inside of a laundry bag. So let's see how they work. I'm just going to use them as usual. Ooh. Oh, wow. Personally, I feel like I'm just basically doing a one wipe. It's too bright. It's here. So, ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. So my first impression is that, like, I don't even actually have to do it as much as I'm doing it right now. Whoa, what, did you hear the squeak? Yeah, wow. Very velvety smooth. I can see that it's just kind of making all of my keys very shiny, sort of in like one wipe. I like that there's a lot of surface area too, because then you can switch to a clean spot. Wow. I don't know if you guys can just see that glide. Yeah, I like that you can just keep switching to another clean spot. Wow. Yeah, this is really nice. And there's a lot of space here, so I didn't quite get close enough to the keys. I'm just going to wipe that. Wow. I'm fairly impressed with this. Wow. It squeaks. Did you? I don't know if you guys can hear the squeak, but it's definitely squeaking. Size also specifically measured for your giant hands. I love it. Because I like that you can hold one side with it and you still have plenty of cloth to wipe the rest of it. Definitely would make, you know, your life a lot easier if you're trying to make it so that you don't have fingerprints all over when you're putting the flute back in its case. I do know that the Flute Center, when they polish flutes, they actually take two polishing cloths and they take one to hold it and the other to actually polish it with. But this one is big enough that you only need one to do that. I like it. It's great. I'm just going to do some final touches here. Wow. It works really well. You guys see how shiny that is? I'm just doing this for fun. I don't actually have to do this, guys. Like, I'm just seeing how shiny it can get. That's really nice. Yeah, super sweaty, acidic hands. Oh, yes, like me. So you know how I feel. Exactly. Like, um, which by the way, if any of you guys do not know this, um, my the acidic content in my sweat at one point was high enough. I'm not sure about now, but at one point it was high enough that I actually caused the rod inside here to rust because I did not wipe down the flute enough before putting it away. So me wiping down the flute is actually a necessity for me. If you don't get very sweaty and you don't like leave fingerprints all over your flute immediately, you probably don't have to wipe down your flute as often as I do. You guys will see me do it every single time I clean up, and it is because for me it is a necessity. So yeah, see, just another flute guy here, your keys also turn black. Yep. Mine do too. In fact, I have just accepted that for the spots that that I can't reach reasonably with a cloth, they are just going to get tarnished, and the tarnish does not come off until it goes in for a COA. That's just how it be, guys. That's just how it be. Tarnish does not actually like affect the I guess like the health of the metal. There are anti-tarnish little dissolving solutions that are used for that. So, it's not a huge deal. However, it's just that the buildup of a lot of sweat can cause issues. So yeah, I don't think you guys can really see it, but I can. So I don't know if maybe I can, oops, if I can just show you guys really quickly. Yeah, you guys can actually see it. So if you look really closely right there, you guys will see that there's a break in the little tubing here. And it is because the rod inside at that point has a groove cut into it so that it holds on to the lubricating oil that is used in there. It holds on to more of the lubricant so that it can withstand my sweat even more. So this had to be sent back to Brannon when I first got it, within the first month of me owning it, because I had caused this key here, the F key, to bind. So they probably still have a record of this work being done somewhere in Brannon. So yeah, fun. It's so shiny that it's here. What if I did a lower? I don't think this thing actually does a lower ISO. So unfortunately, yeah, because the ISO on this camera is actually broken. So that's what you guys are going to get. I wonder if maybe I turned off one of my lights. You guys can see it better. Kind of. Not really. What if I turned off this one? Let's see if I turned off this one. Slightly better. Nah. Let's turn that one back on. Anyway, shall we head on over to the goodbye screen? There we go. I'll put this here so you guys can oogle it with these guys here. I'm really enjoying these, Nicholas, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me head back to here to say goodbye to you guys. Yeah, just want to say thank you so much, guys, for being here for me. And just allowing me to, just be myself. And it's very healing for me. I think these streams are really part of what keeps me going. So thank you. And just want to say that you guys are loved and you guys are wonderful. All of you are worthy people and valid. All of your experiences are valid. You are a musician. All right. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're not a real musician. All right. Oh, these are limited edition. Thank you. But yeah, so I love you so very much. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe to the best of your ability. Do what you need to take care of yourselves, because there's no music without the musician. I will see you guys tomorrow for one more stream before I head off for a long weekend at the NFA National Flute Association convention in San Antonio, Texas. So if I see you guys there, please hit up the Flute Center booth at the exhibitor hall or you guys can come to both Saturday at 3 p.m. To 5 p.m. and then Sunday at 11 a.m. All right. Alrighty, I'll be vlogging, so let me know if you guys are comfortable with showing up in my vlog. If not, totally fine. Just let me know, and I won't include that footage in the vlog. But if you're comfortable being in the vlog, that would be amazing. So, all right, I love you all so very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.